Hey guys, how's it going? Jovan, Hutton, Pulitzer here. And I think it's interesting in these times we live in of fake news to sometimes look at the words our politicians use and what they extend. And what I'm talking today is I'm gonna put this back on my screen. I'm gonna read it to you first, and then we're gonna dissect it for the bullshit that's in it. Take a look at this. You know, this was issued not too long ago from North Carolina. And of course, North Carolina is one of the states that are basically in, should we say, question for the hate things happen. And so here's this release from the North Carolina House Freedom Caucus update. Okay, and it's about the NSCBE voter machine investigation. Freedom Caucus is primarily a Republican caucus, as I understand it. Here's what they released. Look at the words very, very closely. Okay, very, very closely. Because the words matter. So it says this week, members of the House Freedom Caucus met with employees of election systems and software. That's ES&S, okay? A software company based in Omaha with large ties to the state of North Carolina. In the 2020 elections, 94 out of 100 counties used ES&S machines. So 94% of North Carolina used these machines. And that's their DS2 model to count the ballots, okay? To count the ballots. And Stephen, you're right, words do matter. Get rid of this. So the Freedom Caucus learned that the ES&S uses a series of 3 machines, most counties using their DS200 model to count the ballots. The caucus found that the machines do not host modems that are hackable. Or is any of the software programmed to recognize any foreign hardware or physical tampering? The machines themselves have been built to be extremely secure. Any tampering would be credited to the precincts themselves. On Wednesday, the Freedom Caucus met to discuss these findings in front of Brian Nesby, information officer, Patrick Gannon, legal counsel, both with the North Carolina State Board of Elections. The caucus closed to these NCSBE representatives, or disclosed, sorry, that a subpoena will be ordered with the intention to visit a local precinct at random and to investigate whether or not specific machines are being tampered with. The House Freedom Caucus has cleared any liabilities with ES&S and will continue to further investigate the NCSBE to identify potential compromises in the security of our state's election systems. Chairman of the caucus, Representative Kidwell, said, "I am confident the issue is not with the machines. The state is doing its job and the equipment is secure. This issue overall is with our board's election transparency updates coming in the following weeks." And then at the bottom, it actually, gives who to contact. Let's talk about the political bullshit in that statement. And there are 2 statements, I highlighted them, but here's what you should first know. They basically want to assure you that the machines do not contain modems that are hackable. Did you notice that they didn't say the voting machines don't contain modems? Did you notice they did not say that voting machines aren't connected to the internet? Did you notice they didn't say that the machines are vulnerable if they're on the internet? See, I noticed that right away. And what I find incredibly curious is they've created a brand new category of modems. That the machines do not host modems that are hackable. Do not host modems that are hackable, Rosemarie's right. You don't need to be hackable if you're allowing them in. Do not host modems that are hackable. Anybody in technology knows that a modem is a gateway, right? By the way, the red you see in my face is niacin. I'm like really pumping up the niacin. So that's niacin, not me being pissed off. All modems are hackable. Don't believe me, just Google, are modems hackable on Google right now. Non-hackable modems. Well, here's what even a study by NBC said. Now, think about this, okay? Think about this. Online and vulnerable, experts find nearly 36 U.S. voting systems connected to the internet. Now, they're saying they're vulnerable because they're online, and that makes them hackable. Yet, North Carolina has a brand new special whoop-de-doo, super configured, incredibly fucking fantastic machines that do not host modems that are hackable. See, I think this is the way they play out the political babble to make it look like they do their job. I mean, how ridiculous is that statement? Well, we have modems that they do not host modems that are hackable. Do not host modems that are hackable. When everybody in the tech world knows the gateway is the modem. That's what creates the gateway. But I find it even more alarming. They didn't say the voting machines aren't connected to the internet. And they didn't say the voting machines don't have modems. They said they don't host hackable modems. So basically, this caucus, right? This caucus went to North Carolina, investigated the voting machines, talked to the election companies, and what they came out with was they don't host hackable modems. All modems are hackable. Let's look at the second side of the shape. So the first part of that statement is absolute bullshit. The second part of the statement is just really a weird comment, and it's a big red flag. Nor is any of the software programmed to recognize any foreign hardware or physical tampering. Let's see. Our hardware, and this is like a beating on the chest, our hardware can't tell a foreign machine or foreign software is in the machine. It can't tell. That's a selling point. How idiotic is that statement? Nor is any of the software programmed to recognize any foreign hardware or physical tampering. I have told you these machines can't do this shit, and they just admitted it. We have such an credible, fantastic system. We went and investigated, and they told us these don't have hackable modems. And they even told us the software, it can't even detect bad things. Wow, this is great. So you know what we did? We actually cleared them of anything. Oh man, we are so confident these issues are not with the machines. And so what we've done is we have actually said, wow, this is transparency. And what we need to do is we've cleared any liabilities with ES&S because they don't host those stupid modems all the other ones have, which are hackable. They have the new invention of non-hackable modems and the extra feature of software that can't even tell if something was changed or something was bad or it came from a foreign country. Can you believe that? You're right. They just believe everybody will believe this. How do people like this get elected? Why does this go on? And I do believe, yes, you're right. They do believe they can get away with anything. Why? Because they think we're stupid. I don't get this. And this is where what they do is they give the left and the people that have done wrong political cover just by issuing a statement like this. Because all the left will say is they cleared ES&S. There was no problem. Transparency was in that press release. This is so idiotic. I have to do it again. The caucus found that the machines do not host modems that are hackable. Every machine with a modem is online and vulnerable, even according to the NBC News, which I'm going to get to that in a moment. Nor is any of the software programmed to recognize any foreign hardware or physical tampering. We can't find it if we looked for it. And the machines, they don't know what to look for too. Are y'all getting this? Are y'all getting this? You're right. Both sides are covering their asses. But what are they covering? Everybody that owns a computer that is connected to the internet through the modem, how dumb do they think we are, which Pat says? We need to let them know we don't care what they think about the machines. We need to get rid of the machines. It's like the liberals. Where is the common sense? It is years of corruption. Years. I like this comment. Jamie says, "We are the elite. Trust us, peasants." Yeah, Jim's got the point. They weren't even supposed to be connected to the internet to begin with, but it says the clock has found the machines do not host modems that are hackable. What do true technology people say about this kind of lie? I'm going to share my computer with you because there's been tons of studies on it. This one truly is just beyond compare. That's why I even go more time. Here's the article, NBC, right? Government officials have said do the same thing, and they say it over till it's accepted as gospel by most Americans. Behind it is the notions of the voting systems are not online. Well, now they've stopped saying not online because they know they're caught. And they say, well, they're non-hackable modems. 10 independent cybersecurity experts basically discovered, what does this say? They discovered some of the systems are online. Now, what do they say? We keep hearing from election officials that voting machines were never on the internet, and we know it isn't true. We know it isn't true. Are you kidding me, guys, that you're now going to change the words and say, right? And say, wordsmithing. Here is this ES&S again. The largest manufacturer of voting machines, ES&S, told NBC their systems are protected by firewalls. Everybody has that anyway by default now on your fucking modem, and it still gets hacked. But they're not on the public internet. They're not on the public internet. We're on the non-public internet. That's only for the special elites because you can't see it where we talk about you. But we don't go on the public internet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The moment you see something that has a modem and you can see it, you can enter it. Every firewall can be breached. Every firewall can be breached. Let's keep on reading here, right? AT&T and Verizon, they try to protect their best, but you know what? It's still part of the internet. There can still be security holes, right? You have to understand this, right? Once a hacker starts talking to the voting machine through the modem, the hacker, they say they can't change the official election results. That is crap. But here it is, ready? They can have the software and voting machine, period. They can make it go offline. Here in this double speak statement, they say the hackers can do it through the modem, but it says, but they can't change the vote. And we're supposed to believe that. This is now the word salad that all of these people are playing. This is what's going on. And you're right. If they repeat this crap enough, you believe it's true. And all the mainstream media feeds you this crap. They're not connected to the internet. They're not connected to the internet. Yes, they are. And it's a lie that they're not. Basically, they're pathways. And in this report, only one company among the systems can be detected online, right? ENS confirms that they freaking sell the scanners that have wireless modems in 11 states. Look at these two states right here. But their website says zero are connected to the internet. However, they told ENS&S that 14,000 of their DS200 tabulator with online modems are currently in use in the United States of America. If you live in North Carolina, you need to show your politicians, and especially that Freedom Caucus, you need to show them that. A non-hackable modem. A non-hackable modem. You're right. Well, how about that? A non-hackable modem. There is no such thing. Oh, a non-hackable modem. And this is why I work on the paper. You must get a hold of these North Carolina folks. And you need to tell them there's no such thing as a non-hackable modem. Show them this. And what is this software? Nor. Correct me if I'm wrong. That means none. Nor is any of the software programmed to recognize any foreign hardware or physical tampering. Share this far and wide. This is the only way the story gets out. Share. Share this far and wide. Love you all. Take care. Guys, they're playing on words. That's why we have to stick to the paper ballots only. Paper ballots only. I told you yesterday that Virginia found 14,000 votes sitting on a little separate card. Send emails, scream. Paper is the only way that there's truth. And that's why I work in the paper. Take care, folks. Please share this. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.